Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Led out by the fourth-year man out of Duke, and that's Daniel Jones. Jones now throwing to start the drive, and incomplete to open things up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's the first carry for Khalil Herbert, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now Jones. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. That's pulled in at the 32. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. Bringing him out is the future Hall of Famer, now in his 18th NFL season, Aaron Rodgers. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
With every game, with every season, Travis Kelce, he just confirms his greatness. Streak of 1,000-yard seasons is now up to 6, and he's made 7 straight Pro Bowls, and his numbers have ranked him among the best tight ends to have ever played in the NFL. Another first down right there to add to his career total.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
1st and goal from just inside the 5. Rodgers now to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Randall Cobb. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, The goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Fielded just inside the 30. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it will be Falcon football. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Now Herbert to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. James has got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down here. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. 45 before he's brought down. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off-play action, Jones. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
They've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Jones throw complete here to Ayuk. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down. Feet inbounds. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Rams are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Myers connects on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. So that one a long 11-play drive. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry.
Holding offense.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the penalty, it's Henry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Falcons at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. No hesitations, they go right back to Kelce. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He got 29 yards that time.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Rodgers' throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first. And
that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Randall Cobb. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Let's go now. Let's go. Let's go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake. Jones. He finds his man. Complete. That's James. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop. Just under a minute to play in half number 1. On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. This is taken at the 23. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Mahomes' throw here hauled in by Kupp. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. From the 36, Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Kirk Cousins has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. and they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Andy Dalton, a couple of touchdown passes as his guys win their second straight to start the year. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Of course, remember they beat the Saints a week ago, so some good momentum rolling right now. Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands of Cobb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. He is out of bounds inside the 35.
Holding. Offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Juju Smith-Schuster, 63 yards. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump, and he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And the numbers on the next-gen stats tells us the story. He tacked on better than 40 yards after that initial contact. Mahomes will throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 30. 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we see James. He will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you to bigger errors.
They go play action here on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's a give to Herbert. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. A handoff for Herbert. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. He finds his man. Complete. It's James. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, Herbert. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt. Right hash. Myers' kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Now this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Now Mahomes. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Uchenna Nwosu. And the Rams are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Andrew Van Ginkel there on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Herbert. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep the lead at 8.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
A first down carry for Henry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
On second down, here's Henry. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Derrick Henry.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And we see James. He will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
So all eyes on this Rams offense. Down on the scoreboard. 1:44 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
He'll get that underneath to Herbert.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Holding. Offense.
And they'll let that play, the completed pass, stand as they decline the penalty.
So do you get the sense they like their defense?
Yeah, they wanted that next down to come up.
Yeah, they weren't worried about the yardage there at all. Just what you said. Let the downs trickle away.
Jones.
He finds his man. Complete. It's James. Touchdown, LA! Richie James, 70 yards.
And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point up and through by Myers. As this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A little less than 90 seconds. Will be an onside kick. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. They had to go for it with no time. this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Henry up the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that hole with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get it behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And we see James. He will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. He's going to let it fly. That it's not. And incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time, and let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.
So for Atlanta, it was a great all-around performance as they come